Hey everyone, and welcome to In My Honest Opinion, where every voice and opinion matters. Let's say you have an elderly upstairs neighbor who uses a walking aid and this causes loud thumping noises late at night, disturbing your sleep. Do you go up and confront them or have some understanding and tolerate it? Let's find out. Let's say you have an upstairs neighbor, you know she's old, but this person has a walking aid. But at late at night, right, dung 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 dung. Would you confront the person or would you just say, it's okay, I live like that lah? Like this is my life now.
I'll just take it. I mean, if they're old and they cannot help themselves.
You really tahan ah?
Tahan, headphones,
What?
headphones.
As long as there's nothing dangerous going on, or if I don't sense anything dangerous, I'll just leave her. I'll try to tahan. Could be some kind of health problem.
I will check on him because it's not normal to be having to deal with that situation every single night. So I would definitely ask what is he facing that is causing him to be acting that way every night.
What if this person is just saying, no, I every night just want to go and get something to eat lah?
I would definitely have to report it to a center or a council that they can deal with this situation.
To be honest, I'll just leave it. The elderly, who knows, may have like walking disability and all that. If best, you can help the elderly. Sometimes it's best not to like confront or like go against. It might be annoying, but you get used to it.
For like 3 days, noise stop, I will just ignore. Like say continue like 1 month or 2 months. First I feel more concerned, then I will just like no and ask.
But if they're just old lah, they're just like...
Then I just leave it lah.
Oh my god! Who's making all this noise in the middle of the night? Well, I need to sleep. Tomorrow I have work. Hey, there's an elderly living above us. Maybe she's using her walking stick to get around. At this hour? Shouldn't she be sleeping? Just ignore the noise and go back to sleep. Some days I wish I'm a heavy sleeper. Then I won't have to deal with all these noises. So irritating. Maybe tomorrow I should give my neighbor a quick visit to check up on her. She might be having trouble moving around on her own. Finding the balance between compassion and crossing the line. Where do you figure out when it's too far? Balancing empathy and personal needs in times of conflict when considering yours and their well-being in mind. So what should you do when approaching this issue? In such a fast-paced lifestyle, finding empathy can be difficult in certain situations, and finding a compromise can be even harder. Noisy neighbors can be really hard to deal with, but empathizing with your neighbor's situation can help with a better understanding of where they are coming from. In my honest opinion, having the proper communication tools will be able to soften the conflict and possibly come to a solution between both parties. Finding empathy and common ground can also help in alleviating the tension between neighbors. Okay, thankfully, in this situation, I am not a light sleeper. I sleep like a dead fish. Like, you cannot wake me up one. Like, the whole place can be on fire, it could be an earthquake and I'll still be sleeping. But let's say I were a light sleeper and this affects my sleep. Actually, why is this woman awake and walking around non-stop? Actually, this old woman super fit. How come can keep like dung 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 like? If not, it's purposely already. Realistically speaking, I would think that this person who is older, we are assuming, has a walking stick. I don't think they will be like doing laps lah in their HDB. Like they won't be like dung 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 dung. It's mad already ma. Unless she's doing laps lah, like she's training for some marathon with the walking stick. Then okay, fine. Then that part we need to complain already, not just to her or him, to like some government agency and say like, hey, you need to speak to this person like they're doing laps lah. Yes, in that situation, fine. Otherwise, it's ghost lah. Otherwise, you know, the pebble every time, those pebble every time drop. Don't know how come everyone got pebbles or like marbles. Okay, but let's say we change the scenario, okay? And it's not an old person with a walking stick, but it's just some noisy neighbors like having a mosh party upstairs all the time, right? Okay, first, speak to them. Nobody responds well when you go full on attack mode. You have to be nice to people still, even if you're super angry. I feel like people respond better when you're nice. If their response is not great, and they are scolding you and they are like, hey, my own problem, my own business, then okay, fine. You have to find a third party. It's just like, I already tried to speak to you and you didn't want to respond well, right? No choice, I have to talk to someone else, ma. Otherwise, it's going to affect your quality of life. So yeah, speak to like a government body that will be able to help. So what will you do if you find yourself in the same situation? Let us know in the comment section below. See ya!
If it's at 1 AM, right? Because I still don't sleep early. I probably wouldn't mind.
You will be the neighbor lah, tong 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 lah.
No, I don't make noise lah.